Hello everybody, and welcome back to another one of my wonderful beach videos. As you can see, I am at the beach on Trolley Road in Guilford, Connecticut. The weather is absolutely gorgeous. The sun is shining. The water looks beautiful. Eventually I'm going to go for a swim if it's not too cold. There's tons of goodies out today, like this piece of ribbed mussel shell. It's always a good way to start the videos. It's so shiny and pretty. An interesting piece of quartz to go with it. This is what I saw. And then there's that granite looking rock, which is always cool. There's tons of seashells and pretty rocks today. A piece of a dingle shell. And that's pretty too, it's really shiny. The water's not that bad. I thought it was going to be really cold. Let's see if there's anything interesting out here. Well, it does get a little cold, but not too bad. A piece of a quahog clam. It's cool. There's not really a lot of purple on it though. The tide is currently coming in, and high tide is going to be at about 4 o'clock. Ooh. This one is an oyster shell. That's cool. Ooh, there's all sorts of seaweed. Cool. Interesting piece of quartz. I don't think I'll keep it though. I'll leave it for someone else. Another quahog clam. This one. For a second I thought it was going to be alive. So that's what they look like when they're hinged. Here, I'll rinse it off. And they just kind of bury themselves in the sand or muck, wherever they happen to be. And that's what the insides look like. And then when they're closed, they just kind of look like that. And I don't know what side they bury themselves first, if it's this way or if it's this way. I'll leave that for someone else. This pretty quahog clam. Another piece of quartz. See what it looks like when it's wet. A little different, not much. I spy shiny shell. Well, that's pretty. That's a piece of ribbed mussel, but all the ribs have been worn away. It's neat. Sometimes I find ribbed mussel shells like this, where like it's just the shiny inside part left behind. Like that's a piece, and you can kind of see how some of it's worn away. It's so beautiful out here today. A grouping of oyster shells. There's tons of stones and shells. Here's a pretty piece of rose quartz. And a pretty piece of quahog clamshell. Wow, that's so pretty. The camera probably doesn't do it justice, but it's pretty and pinkish purple with green algae all over it. Wow, that's a really pretty oyster shell. I'm taking that one home. Normally I don't collect them because they're everywhere on all the beaches around Connecticut. Well, most of the beaches I visit seem to have a lot of them. And I think this is about as far as I walk. It's all rocks out that way. I'm gonna turn around and walk back the way I came. See if I missed anything higher up on the shore. There's tons of shell piles. Part of a fishing lure. Or a fishing weight or something. Cool. Wow. Shell piles. Massive. Some piece of something. Piles of snail shells. Ooh, a moon snail shell. Part of one. Not really a whole lot you can do with the parts. Well, I mean, there's lots of crafts, but I don't do much with those. Piece of a dingle shell. Ooh, that piece is pretty. It's part of a ribbed mussel shell. Here's another piece. All the stuff crunching beneath my feet is shells and dried seaweed. such a gorgeous day out here. The sun feels so nice. For anyone out there who's like landlocked and stuff, I hope that you guys enjoy my videos. I'm thankful that I get to come to nice beaches like this. It's another pretty rock I found. Wow. So this is all seaweed and sand and shells and small rocks. And all that's all seaweed and sand. That's neat. I've never seen this before, where it erodes like this. I don't know if it's common. Ooh, the piles are squishy. Must just be a lot of seaweed. Seaweed and sand. Another piece of moon snail shell. We'll leave that for someone else. The water and waves are so beautiful. Let's see if there's anything out past all the seaweed. There is an oyster shell. Ooh, that's pretty. And that's what I saw in the water. It was literally like in the water. And then I saw it. And it turns out it was something really pretty. Seaweed with some kind of eggs on it. Ew, that was weird. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Feel free to leave a comment, like, and subscribe.